Hey, I have some Game of Thrones news for you. Well, House of the Dragon news, but since it's under the HBO franchise, Game of Thrones, still technically correct. Okay, I will let you know when I actually get to spoilers for House of the Dragon. First, I want to talk about some other stuff, but I will definitely tell you I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Though it's not really spoilers if you know the Dance of the Dragons. So first, I want to talk about George R.R. Martin, the beautiful, wonderful angel he is, and him talking about House of the Dragon and the teaser, and also another actor from the main show talking about it. So first, I want to talk about Jaime Lannister's actor Nikolai and what he said about House of the Dragon and the teaser. He said, "I saw the teaser trailer that they came out with, and I was intrigued. I thought it was fun to see Matt Smith in that world, in that beautiful white wig. And listen, I'm curious as everyone to see it. But it is a very different show. It's its own show. I just hope it's great. I hope the success of Game of Thrones won't get in the way for people when they experience this new show. For us, it took a while for people to get into Game of Thrones. I remember the first season, people were saying, there are too many characters. I don't know what's going on. I don't think they have the luxury we had. They have to start with where we were in like season 4 or 5, because that's what they will be compared to. But I really hope that it's a massive hit for them." I mean, we didn't really expect him to say, F HBO, I hope this spin-off show crashes and burns, but, you know, it's nice to hear someone say something positive. As for the comparison to the main show, I mean, that's the stupid thing every online site does. Oh, such and such is trying to be the new Game of Thrones, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, even if the thing was created before Game of Thrones. They want to be the new Game of Thrones. It's like, dude, okay, shut the fuck up. Now, if you're wondering what George said, that beautiful soul, he also weighed in on the House of the Dragon teaser, and here is what he wrote. "Yes, I know most of you have already seen it. What can I say? I am busy, juggling so many balls, so many projects, posting stuff on my Not a Blog is not my highest priority, so things may always be a little bit behind here. For the handful who have been off the internet the past few days, however, HBO released the first official teaser trailer for House of the Dragon. Here 'tis, enjoy. And yes, I love it too. Ryan and Miguel and their team are kicking ass and taking names." George, we all love you. Work on as many projects as you want. Also, it's great that you are standing behind House of the Dragon. I did another video talking about why George was comfortable with who is doing it and kind of the relationship he has with the writers. Also the fact that HBO was getting writers that had never read the source material, which was a little scary, but not important for this video. Okay, next let's talk about House of the Dragon filming and also casting. So from October 18th to about mid-November, they are going to be filming in Monsanto, Portugal. So if you're around the castle or the village, you might be able to get some really, really cool photos. Do it. You're so lucky. And if you're wondering about some of the filming locations that they are going to use, here they are. Warning, insanely gorgeous. I cannot wait to see what exactly they end up using these areas for in the show. From so many leaks, the scenery is always just amazing. I guess the main show had that too. I guess. Next, Robert McCree has been cast as a Kingsguard. I'm assuming not one with a lot, because we already know they cast a bunch of Kingsguard, and they already had quite a bit of filming with them. So he's probably there to fill in for a couple scenes, or maybe he dies. He might be a certain character. So if you like this actor, he will be in House of the Dragon, but probably not a lot. Okay, now I am actually getting into heavy spoilers for House of the Dragon filming. I don't think anything too crazy, but, you know, you could say Rhaenyra wears a white dress in episode 3, and people would be like, well, you just ruined the whole fucking season for me. So first, Allison Hightower, this is her carriage. I talked about it in another video. Well, it has been making the rounds all over the place for filming, and the latest location is for filming at Flea Bottom, so Allison Hightower is going to make a visit, or at least go through Flea Bottom. Speaking of Flea Bottom, we are going to get it quite a bit in this show. Remember when they were going to do an entire spin-off show about Flea Bottom? Ugh. And if you're someone that just desperately needs boobies in your Game of Thrones show, Yes, we are going to see a lot of brothels in Flea Bottom. We are going to see a lot of boobies and naked women. So it has been confirmed through leaks that there are naked women in Flea Bottom for brothel scenes. Or just, you know, sex worker scenes. So please don't worry about your boobie quota. It will be filled. We are getting a wedding in season 1. We're actually probably getting quite a few weddings, if I were to guess, but they are filming a wedding, or they did recently. It could be for any character. I mean, Daemon got married quite a bit. Maybe Viserys marrying Alicent, maybe Rhaenyra marrying Lenore. We did see that Bamf walk-in of the Velaryons in the teaser, with them just looking so sexy in their gold with a little bit of blue. I actually really hope we have a ton of weddings in season 1. I think that would be a lot of fun, personally. Then I can rank them. We also got leaks that they have cast for the Cargill twins, so Eric and Arik, who will be played by Luke and Elliot Tittensour. If you don't know about these twins, they have a pretty tragic story. I guess I won't ruin it here just in case, but you are in spoilers, so I'll just say the twins have a tragic end. It's very sad. I mean, most of the Dance of the Dragons is pretty sad, and to see all those dragons die. And at one point, supposedly, Aemond, or the actor playing Aemond, obviously, will be around the twins. They will be following him, and he has an eye patch, which we all know he loses an eye. I know there's been a lot of talks and theories that in the teaser, Alicent with the dagger, the cat's paw dagger, Bran's future dagger, that she's saying, you know, an eye for an eye. You took the boy's eye. I'm gonna take one of Rhaenyra's boy's eyes. I'm guessing eventually they put the gemstone in there, but maybe we end season 1 with that happening, and then just the big blow up, and then in season 2 we have the beginning of the Dance of the Dragons. Lastly, we are going to see the dragon pit in season 1 of House of the Dragon. We're actually going to see a couple dragon pens, which is pretty neat. The dragon pit in King's Landing is going to look a lot better and not so run down like the one we saw in the main show. And then we also have dragon, you could say pit, cage, enclosure in other locations such as Dragonstone, which makes sense because the Targaryens hang out quite a bit there with their dragons at this point. Okay, so that is your Game of Thrones news for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, come back for more sci-fi fantasy videos. I will be doing more Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire lore videos, Witcher stuff, news, you know, comics, all that jazz. Also, it's the spooky month if you're watching this in October, so more spooky videos.